A long time ago, a man named John was living on a small rocky island called Patmos. He was there because he loved Jesus and had been spreading the word of God. One day, as John was praying and thinking about God, something incredible happened. He had a vision that would show him amazing things about Jesus and the future. As John prayed, he suddenly heard a loud voice, like a trumpet, speaking behind him. The voice said, "Write down what you see and send it to the 7 churches." These were real churches in cities called Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Thyatira, Sardis, Philadelphia, and Laodicea. John turned around to see who was speaking, and he saw 7 golden lampstands. And among the lampstands, he saw someone who looked like a son of man, a term often used to describe Jesus. This figure was amazing to look at. He wore a long robe, and across his chest was a golden sash. His hair was white, like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were blazing like fire. His feet were like bronze glowing in a furnace, and his voice was like the sound of rushing waters. In his right hand, he held 7 stars, and coming out of his mouth was a sharp, double-edged sword. His face was shining as bright as the sun. When John saw this incredible figure, he was so overwhelmed that he fell at his feet as though he were dead. But the figure, Jesus, placed his right hand on John and said, "Do not be afraid. I am the first and the last. I am the living one. I was dead, and now look, I am alive forever and ever, and I hold the keys of death and Hades." Jesus told John to write down everything he saw. He explained that the 7 stars in his hand represented the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 lampstands represented the churches themselves. Jesus had important messages for each of these churches, messages that would help them stay faithful and strong. This vision wasn't just for John. It was for everyone who follows Jesus. It was a reminder that Jesus is powerful, loving, and in control of everything. Even though John was on a lonely island, Jesus showed him that he was with him and with all believers, guiding and protecting them. Jesus' message to John reminds us that no matter what happens, Jesus is the beginning and the end, the one who holds everything in his hands. He invites us to listen, to be ready, and to trust in his love and power.